Weekdays at Bernie segment time. New poll out from Quinnipiac. It asked registered voters to compare Hillary Clinton against possible Republican presidential contenders. Mrs. Clinton, 46% compared to New Jersey Governor Chris Christie at 38%. Hillary, 49. Rand Paul from Kentucky, 39. Mrs. Clinton, 50. Senator Ted Cruz from Texas, 35. But this week in his column on BernardGoldberg.com, Bernie said that Hillary Clinton has never really taken much responsibility for outcomes on her various watches. Mr. Goldberg joins us now from Miami. Is this a partisan column you wrote there, Bernie?
No. If an American politician, whether it's a Democrat or a Republican, says, I take full responsibility for whatever, there's an excellent chance what the politician is really saying is, now that I took responsibility, get off my case, leave me alone, let's move on. Of all the terms in the English language, I take full responsibility just may be the most meaningless. In Hillary's case, she said she takes responsibility for what happened at Benghazi, okay? I'm not sure precisely what that means, because what happened after that? Were there any consequences? Did anybody pay a price? What she could do and what she should have done is, at least say, I take full responsibility for what happened. I am sorry for what happened. And as soon as I find out who made this mistake, I'm going to do something to that person, fire them, whatever it is. But to simply say I take full responsibility where there's no consequences and no price to pay, all that does is give the politician absolution. It's a get out of jail free card.
All right. Has she done this before, or is the Benghazi thing the only thing you cite in your column?
Well, it's the only thing I cite in my column, and I don't remember what happened with those financial situations she had way back when, but I'm not even singling Hillary Clinton out on this. Politicians in general use the term "I take full responsibility."
Yeah, what my question would be,
so
if I got to interview her,
to them.
Yeah, I would say responsibility for what? What exactly should you have done that you didn't do? See, that's what rankles me. And our pal James Carville said it last week when I asked him about Benghazi, when the Senate thing broke. He goes, well, Hillary Clinton took full responsibility. And I go, for what?
What does that mean?
Yeah, he didn't know. So if Mrs. Clinton were here instead of you, Bernie, tonight, and God, I wish that were the truth. I wish that happened.
Oh, that was so unnecessary.
I know, but I do it all the time.
That was
Cheap
so
shot alley. So I wish it was her, but not you. I would say, Mrs. Clinton, what exactly are you taking responsibility for? Where was the screw up so that the American people can know why the 4 Americans were killed over in Benghazi, Libya? I mean, we still don't know. President Obama said he was going to get the guys who did it. He hasn't, even though the New York Times allegedly interviewed one of them in his mother's house, okay? And number 2, there's all kinds of stuff floating around, what they shoulda, coulda, woulda done, but nobody really knows what.
No. Right, and that's why I'm hoping that when Hillary announces, some reporter, at least one, says to her, you said you take full responsibility for what happened at Benghazi. I'm not quite clear what that means, but what is the consequence of taking full responsibility? What is the price? In Europe, there's a tradition that if you take full responsibility, very often you resign. I don't think a politician automatically should resign after a screw-up.
No, I think they should explain.
I don't think so.
But in Japan, they have also a policy.
I know they commit harikari.
Yeah, they commit suicide when something goes wrong in their department. That might be a little drastic, though. You're not calling for that,
a little bit. That may no. That may be a tad drastic. And while for some politicians I wouldn't argue against it,
do you know what that's called in Japan, by the way, Goldberg? Do you know?
It's called harikari.
No, it's called seppuku.
Okay. I thought that was something else. But,
all right.
But in any event, I'm not calling for.
Good. I'm glad to hear that, Bernie.
But what I am saying is, if there is no connection between taking responsibility and accountability, then it means absolutely nothing. It's nothing more than a get out of jail free card.
I can't argue with that. Bernie Goldberg, everybody, direct.